What is going on, guys? Pete with Auto Repair Tips. I am 8 weeks out of surgery and arm seems to be doing good. We're working on what are we working on here? An 11 Subaru Outback. Customer says he's driving along, hears wheel bearing noise. So let's go for a test drive. That's a tight fit. Well, let's get rid of that dinging sound. Let me get this seatbelt buckled in. All right. Tell you what, it feels good to be back working on cars again. I was going crazy sitting in that office doing paperwork. Here we go. It almost sounds like the right rear. He said left rear. All right, let's get it back in the shop. Let me get it up on the lift. See, can I duplicate the noise up there? So when you're checking your wheel bearing, the obvious thing to do first is shake it. It feels nice and tight. Now I'll spin it. I do not hear nothing. Like I said earlier, it sounded to me like it was coming from the right side, so let's check that out. I don't feel no play. Let's spin it. I'm not sure if you can hear that or not, but let me get down here and spin it because I can hear this. This one here is the one making noise. So it's obvious, the one on the right rear is making all the noise. Let me call that customer and confirm it with him so we're on the same page. Catch you in a bit. So after I talked to the customer, there was definitely some confusion. They weren't sure if it was right or left. We've diagnosed it to the right rear, so that's what we're gonna put on. The skill level on this is gonna be somewhere about a 3 or a 4. Biggest thing is jacking it up. Make sure if you jack it up, use caution, always use jack stands. To get the hubcap off, you just pull it off. Easy as that. I still got to be careful. I can't really lift shit stuff. All right, first thing we're going to do is take off the caliper, and they are held on with 12s. There we go. So the bottom of the caliper is a 12. And the top just slides off. Now, normally I would hang it, but it can rest right here and there's no pressure on the brake line. So now we need to get off the caliper bracket so we can get to the rotor and get it off. Normally I would get an air ratchet on this and I would break it off that way, but like I said, not being able to use my right hand 100%, I have to kind of revert back to like manual tools here. Definitely was spooled before being able to use all the air ratchets and everything. A little speed ratchet on it. These caliper bolts are a 14. No matter what, it feels good to be back in the shop. I love turning wrenches. I love working on cars. Wouldn't trade it for the world. Looking at his brakes, they are nice and fat still. He's got some miles left on them. The emergency brakes or behind the rotors, and they look good. They look fairly new, actually. The next thing we're going to do is unbolt the hub bearing. And this is actually it comes as a hub assembly. You don't have to disassemble the brakes to do it, but you're going to have to take off the axle nut, and that's right here. And there's a lock tab on this axle nut right here. Make sure when you go back with the nut, I believe the new hub's going to come with a new one anyway, but if it doesn't and you go back with this nut, make sure you lock it in right here. You have to take a punch and tap it down. The axle nut is 1.25 inches, and the axle is loose, it's not seized in there. A lot of times these axles will get seized in there, but if you can push it with your hand like that, you are good to go. All right, there should be 4 bolts on the back side. And if you can, usually you can use an extension with a swivel. Oh, but it feels good to stretch it. Oh, bitch, get out. 4 bolts. I'm gonna try to knock it off without asking for anybody's help, because everybody's kind of busy, but if I can't get it off, seems like it wants to come off. I didn't do that. Y'all didn't see that. Don't tell my wife. One bad wheel bearing. And you can definitely hear it. All right, we got the new wheel bearing in. Order from Advance in a CarQuest box. Part number 91-42-5339. Directions, we don't need no stinking directions. That's what I was wondering right here. It did come with it. That's always a good sign. Like I say, an axle nut usually comes with it, so I'm glad it did. Good enough. Let's get it on. So, not gonna lie, I may need a little bit of help, so I'm gonna call one of my guys over now to help me get it lined up, and then we'll get it tightened back up. And they're probably gonna have to put the tire on for me too. I don't think I can get it back on there. So I recruited Billy to help me out here. He's like my main man. All right, so let me get this on here. Let's see. Oh, did it come through it all? Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. If you just get them started a few turns, I should be able to get the rest of the way. I may need you to help me put that tire on.
Yeah. I think it's started.
Getting somewhere?
Yeah.
All right, you want to zip it up by you there? Normally, like I said, you can do this at home by yourself. It's not a big a deal as it is we're doing here. It's just not being able to use my hand 100% dogs me a little bit. Watch your head. Hit it hard. You're good, hit it. Good enough. I'm gonna get the rotor on there. All right, go back with the caliper bracket. Put the tire on there real quick, and this job is done. We'll go for our test drive. Whoa. Don't think we want to hit nobody. All right, let's get this sucker on the road. Come on. Let's see what we got. Nice and quiet. Just remember, if you're doing this at home, use jack stands if you jack it up. Safety first. Skill levels, like I said earlier, it's not very much. You can definitely do this by yourself. I just need an extra hand because like I told you earlier, 8 weeks out of surgery. Things are looking good though. I'm able to get back into the shop. So that's it for this video. I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Catch you later.